Good afternoon, sir, and my fellow classmates. Ako nga pala si Jake Gulya. At ang topic namin ngayon ay required parts for standard electrical plan. General notes specification. Number 1. That the design is done in accordance with the PEC and all electrical works shall comply with the provisions of all authorities having jurisdiction on the use of electrical power. Yung disenyo ay dapat naayon sa PEC at sumunod sa provision ng otoridad ng nasasakupan. Number 2, the nature of the service including voltage, phase, and frequency. Number 3, the type of approved wiring to be used in installing service entrance, feeders, sub-feeders, branch circuit, conductors, remote control system, fire protection, signal and communication system. Ito yung mga type ng aprobadong kable na gagamitin, yung size niya at kung TW ba, THN or kung ano mong nakalagay sa plano. Number 4, all other aspects and details that the designer and the owner would want to be done in actual construction of the project. Yung taga-disenyo at may-ari dapat sang-ayon sa isa't isa sa actual na pagtatayo ng project. General notes specifications example. Number 1, works hereunder shall comply with the latest edition of the PEC, the National Building Code, Municipal or City Ordinances, Office of the Municipal or City Electrician and Meralco. Dapat naayon sa PEC at pagsunod sa Building Code at requirement ng municipal or yung mga ordinances. Number 2, two-story residential building. Type of services shall be 230 volts, one phase, 3-wire system, 60 Hz, and there shall be only one service trap to the building. Number 3, method of wiring shall be EMT, both exposed and embedded work with proper fitting and supports. In cases where concealed conduits wiring is impracticable to use, metal molding may be applied. Number 4, all materials and equipment shall be new and approved type for both location and purpose intended. Lahat ng kagamitan sa electrical works dapat aprobado sa paggagamitan. Number 5, all lighting and convenience outlet circuit home runs shall be wired with no less than 2 square mm and 3.5 square mm respectively unless otherwise indicated on the plan. Sa size ng wire sa lighting, dapat hindi bababa sa 2 square mm at sa convenience outlet naman, 3.5 square mm or maliban na lang kung anong naka-indicate sa plano na gagamitin. Number 6, lightning and power panel board shall be circuit breaker type surface or flash mounted or as indicated on the plan. Door shall be provided with lock and build key. A line circuit directory card and holder shall be provided in inner face or door. Ang mga junction box dapat naka-install sa maayos na lugar or yung hindi basta-basta nahalata, hindi yung nakatiwangwang lang. Number 8, all outdoor installation shall be weatherproof type. So dapat yung mga outdoor na mga pang-outlet ganon, dapat weatherproof siya para pag in case na umulan hindi siya mababasa. Number 9, all electrical work shall be done under the direct immediate supervision of duly licensed electrical engineer. So dapat ng mga electrical work may nagsusupervise na licensed electrical engineer. So sa next slide, i-discuss naman ng aking groupmates and thank you po.
Hi, good afternoon sir, classmates. I'm Isaiah Bambilla from the Department of Electrical Engineering, and I'm here to discuss all about the second required parts for standard electrical plan, which is the legend and symbols. First, what is legend and symbols? A legend is simply put is a chart with all the symbols used in an individual diagram, such as electrical plan or electrical symbol diagram. Symbols, ito yung mga nakapaloob sa isang chart sa isang electrical plan. So, the legend or symbols shall show, first, symbols or configurations. Second, figures of device and equipment use. Third, or lastly is standard electrical symbols that can be obtained from the Appendix A of the Philippine Electrical Code. Next slide is symbols or configuration. Ito yung mga symbol na nakalagay sa isang legend or sa isang chart na makikita sa electrical plan. Ito yung mga makikita nyo most commonly na ginagamit. Kumbaga, ito yung symbol ng mga nilalagay nila like range outlet, switches, convenience outlet, and many more. Next is figures. Ang susunod na slide is figures of devices and equipment use. Ito yung mga devices na ginagamit o nilalagay sa electrical plan, and I can give you some example devices and equipment that is used in electrical plan. Ito yung mga yon. Figures of devices and equipment use. Number 1 is electrical outlets. It is a socket that connects an electrical device to an electricity supply. In buildings, electrical outlets are usually installed in the wall, although they can also be installed in the floor. Second is switches. It is an electrical component that can disconnect or connect the conducting path in an electrical circuit, interrupting the electric current or diverting it from one conductor to another. Number 3 is panel box, a metal box in which electrical switches and fuses for branch circuits are located. Number 4 is cooking range. A cooking range is a stove with room for cooking several different things at one time. Isa lang yan sa mga makikita mo sa isang electrical plan. Mga panel box, may symbol din yan sa loob ng legend. Cooking range, etc. Marami pa. Next is Appendix A electrical symbols. So meron tayong 9 types of standard electrical symbols na ma-obtain mo from the Appendix A of the Philippine Electrical Code. Number 1 is general electrical symbol. Mamaya papakita ko sa inyo isa-isa yung mga types of symbol. Mga example niya, kumbaga. General electrical symbol. Number 2 is rotating machines. Number 3 is transformers and reactors. Number 4, releases. 5, switchgear. Number 6, switchboard. Number 7, valves, tubes, semiconductors, elements. Number 8 is measurement devices. And lastly, number 9, digital information processing. So sa general electrical symbol, dito natin makikita yung single pole switch or duplex switches. At dito rin nakapalagay yung mga single convenience outlet. Second is rotating machines. Dito natin makikita syempre yung generator. Types of generator and then motor. Number 3 is transformers and reactors. From the word transformers. Ito yung dito natin makikita yung mga symbols ng mga transformer or mga reactor. Number 4 is releases. And number 5, switch gears. Dito natin makikita yung mga normally open na may contact. Switchboard. Valve tubes. Measurement devices like voltmeter, mga ganun. watt meter. And then lastly is digital information processing. And that's all. Next reporter is Ricardo Togade. Thank you, classmates. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. My report is about location plan. Location plan. Location or site plan with proposed structures and owner's land drawn to appropriate metric scale shall show bordering areas showing public or well-known streets. Dapat bawat sulok ng proposed structure ay naka-indicate sa plano para kapag gusto nila mag-extend ng bahay or building nila, malalaman agad kung pupwede o kakayanin ma-extend ito. Dapat din naka-indicate dito ang mga kalye na pwede madaanan papunta sa proposed structure. At naka-indicate din dapat dito landmarks na malapit sa proposed structure. Number 2, location of service drop, service equipment, and nearest pole of the utility company, furnishing electrical energy. Nakalagay din dito yung location ng meter at naka-indicate din ang mga sizes ng service entrance wires at conduits. Number 3, clearance of the path or run-off service drops and service structure wires to adjacent existing or proposed structures. Ito yung madadaanan o landas ng service drops at service structure wires sa proposed structures. Riser diagram. The riser diagram consists of the schematic diagram of the service entrance, feeders, and branch circuits. This indicates the number of branch circuits, the size of conductors, size of conduit, and protection for each branch circuit. Ang branch circuit, ito yung parte ng electric wiring system that extends from any set of outlets as far back as the fuse box, supplying and protecting them. Ang minimum size ng conductor ay di na dapat liliit pa sa 8 mm square copper. Number 2, the sizes of feeders, its conduit, and feeders protection. Feeders is, ito yung larger conduits running between pieces of switchgear, panels, and bigger loads. Yung feeders protection naman is defined as the protection of the feeder from the fault so that the power grid continue supply the energy. Number 3, the type of service, size of service entrance conductor, conduits, and main protective device. Yung may dalawang uri ang service, ang primary at ang secondary. Ang primary ay nominal voltage greater than 600 volts. At ang secondary service naman ay nominal voltage less than or equal to 600 volts. Size of service entrance conductor have a minimum rating of not less than 300 ampere and must therefore be a minimum size of 350 kc mil. Yan lang po, sir. Thank you po. May Jade Alvarado will continue the presentation. Thank you, sir.
name is Jade Alvarado, and my report is title block and electrical lighting and power layout. Or nameplate of plans and drawing shall be a standard strip of 40 mm high at the bottom of each sheet. It shall contain the following: name and location of proposed installation of project or watercraft. Example is gas house. Location, San Manuel, Pangasinan. Name, signature, and address of owner, manager, or operator. Title of sheet and sheet number. Scale use. Kung anong scale ang ginamit. Kung by meter ba or by feet. Name, signature, and dry seal of professional electrical engineer together with registration number, professional tax receipt, and tax identification number. Electrical lighting and power layouts. Electrical layout for each floor of the building shall indicate the location of lighting outlets. Kung saan mo ipapasto ang lighting outlet, kung pin light ba or special lights. Location of convenience outlet. Convenience outlet is nakapesto sa wall at may pagitan na dapat at least 6 feet or 2 meters. 2 to 4 feet naman ang pagitan kung nasa kitchen counter. Location of switches with their corresponding symbols. Kadalasan nakikita ang lokasyon ng lighting switches sa may pintuan or entrance ng isang room. 1 gang switch or 2 gang switch or 3 gang switch. Location of outlet for air conditioning units. Dapat may sariling circuit breaker ang air conditioning outlet ay units. At least 20 ampere circuit breaker. Location of telephone intercom and master antenna television outlet and CCTV and FDAS. Nakalocate dapat sa may living area ang telephone and intercom. Sa master antenna television naman, dapat nakalagay sa near ceiling ng bahay. CCTV naman kadalasan sa gate, entrance ng bahay or exits. Fire detection alarm system naman is nakalagay naman sa loob ng living area, kitchen or sa bedrooms. Location of service equipment or disconnection means. The service disconnection means shall be installed outside of a building or other structure at readily accessible location nearest the point of entrance of the service conductor. Location of kilowatt hour meter. Located sa poste ng power line malapit sa location ng building.
That's all for Jade Alvarado. Last reporter is Giston Gatilogo.
So next po is the 7th part for standard electrical plans. So we have here the schedule of loads and computations. Schedule of loads in tabulated form shall indicate. So A is the motor load. So sa motor loads, meron dapat tayo dito na motor as numbered or identifier in power layout. Second is type of motor, kung anong klaseng motor. Number 3, HP or the horsepower. kilowatts or kilovolt ampere rating, or sabihin na natin power rating. Number 4 is the voltage rating. Number 5, full load current rating. Number 6, frequency rating. And last is number 7 is the number of phases. So sunod naman is the design computation. Design analysis where necessarily shall be included in drawings or may be submitted on separate sheets of uniform size paper shall allow. So one is illumination design computations and tabulated lighting levels in lux critical areas in institutional, industrial, recreational, and commercial building. So familiar naman kayo about sa illumination designs, which is the lighting design. So kung anong kailangan dapat na klase ng ilaw na ilagay doon. Number 2 is feed lines and protective devices of motors, electrical equipment and appliances indicating types and ratings. Number 3, sizes of branch circuit wires, feeders and bus bars including protective devices. Number 4, size and type of service entrance wires, raceways and equipment. And last, number 5 is the setting or ratings of overcurrent devices. So last, this is our reference for our report. So yun lang po. Maraming salamat. Keep safe.
And that's all for our report for 7 required parts for a standard electrical plant. Thank you for listening.